This vlog is a mess, which is fitting because my apartment and my life is currently a mess because I'm moving. Woo! I started packing for this move a month ago, or like a month before my movers came, because I don't know about you, but I am always packing up to the last minute. Like, no matter what, that last week, the day before the movers come, the morning the movers come, like, I'm cramming it all together. And I really, 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 really don't want to be doing that this time around. But as you can see, not everything goes to plan. Packing takes time, and I really made a home of my home. One thing I made sure to do this move is to get together a bunch of stuff that I no longer need and donate it. So this is me with my shopping cart filled with clothes and shoes and random shit. There's a teapot, there's some tractors that were my dad's childhood toys. And I'm gonna scoot this cart about 30 minutes or so to the Brown Elephant, which is a donation place in Chicago. So
that was actually very easy to do.
I'm referring to getting the cart out of the door, in case that was not clear.
Does anybody else feel a little vulnerable after they donate stuff? Like, I've just given pieces of myself away, even though I don't want them anymore. And it's like, do I regret giving that away, you know?
Like I said, this vlog is little all over the place. So yeah, I just dropped off the stuff I was donating, and now I am shoe shopping.
So I got running shoes, which was a definite need for my trip and just for life in general. My old running shoes are busted as hell. Like, you can literally see the foam coming out of them. So I got those, and that's great, but I really wanted to find some cute, comfortable sandals for my trip, and no such luck. And I could show you what I tried on, but then I realized there's men on the internet, and I've already shown my feet once on the internet and for these like clogs I got, and all of a sudden I had a bunch of weirdos on my Instagram being like, oh yeah, I like those clogs are real sexy, girl. So no bare feet for you.
Cut to the next day where I'm back to packing, and I'm watching Survivor because I mean, I need to catch up. Jeff Probst really cranks these series out. So, okay, now it's the morning of the move, and I'm putting my bed in its plastic gown, and this is just, it's hard to do this as one person. So this took me a little longer than I'd like to admit, but we got it done. We got her done. Oh, I'm freaking so exhausted at this point because, like, look, I mean, it's just, finally now I am in a good place. Like, boxes are boxed up and I'm ready for my movers to come, but, like, wowie zowie. And this is all the stuff that I think I'm going to take on my trip. I mean, it looks like a lot, too much. I've been going since 6 a.m. this morning. It is now 12:30. My movers said that they were gonna come between 12 and 1. And I think I'm ready for them to arrive. So my feet hurt. I almost just ate shit on my couch. I was like trying to patch some stuff up and stepped down weird, but we're good. But I'm tired. And all the cleaning and moving of stuff has like kicked up the dust in my apartment, and it is affecting my sinuses, which is fun. I always get nervous before movers come because it's like, are they gonna be cool? Is everything gonna fit? Is it gonna go smoothly? Are they gonna be nice? Do I tip? How much do I tip? The movers are here and I feel bad because, they're moving my stuff and I'm not doing anything. But also, one of the movers was like kind of hot and he smelled really good.
The movers couldn't fit everything into the U-Box and they stuffed the shit out of it. I wish I would have gotten a picture of how fucking stuffed it was. It was so stuffed that the blankets that they brought to cover my furniture with didn't fit into the U-Box. It was so stuffed that they had to push in one of the cushions to my couch in at the last second and then close the U-Box door on it. It was so stuffed that these things didn't fit. This is fine because this is a cheap wobbly hanging rack and then a shoe rack, fine. But then my AC window unit didn't fit, and that sucks because it's not exactly cheap. And then this bed frame, which, fine, whatever. It's just buy money. And then this wooden crib, it's a crib. It doesn't really look like it. I use it as a side table, but it's a crib that my dad made, and that's kind of a bummer. And then this step stool, which is IKEA, but it's fine. And then a vacuum. So they did a great job, but I'm sitting here feeling like, oh, what am I gonna do with this other random shit? I need to eat food. I need food. I need food to process this.
And cut to the next day because I was freaking wiped that night. And yeah, the apartment is like in its final phases. I was able to sell my AC unit and kind of figure out what I'm going to do with the last other items, but I still have a lot to do.
Okay, it is 9:30. It's Friday night. I fly out tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. And as you can tell, I think allergies, I think sinuses, I think that's what's going on, but it doesn't feel great. But I'm powering through because there's still so much to do. The end of an era. And one of the last things that I need to do before I move out is I need to paint over this mirror that is attached to this door. I painted these spots when I moved in. So cute, right? And I know that my building is having painters come in tomorrow, but I don't want to risk getting charged for that. So I'm just gonna paint it myself. I have this to paint with because I packed all of my other brushes away. I was like, I'm gonna use this busted one. And then I've got, a bucket of white paint. Hopefully that'll be enough. I think that should be more than enough, but we will see. I'm kind of pausing because I realize while I'm painting, I should talk. And this is the first moment that I've had a chance to reflect on moving out now that it's actually happening. Because I've been in this apartment for 3 years, which is one of the places that I've lived the longest. I wanted to say it's one of the longest places I've lived, but I said that to some friends once and they're like, the longest place you live, like how long was it? Was it just like a railway apartment, a railroad apartment? And so now anytime I say the longest place I lived, I just imagine that it's a really long building. But no, I just have lived here for a long time. And it's funny because I never really intended to live in this apartment that long. I found this apartment
online, and I didn't even visit it before I moved in. I did a virtual tour and was like, good enough for me. I thought I would move after a year, and I didn't. And then after 2 years, I thought I'd move again, because it's a nice apartment. It's a good price, but there's some things that I would like. I would like a better apartment. I'd like a dishwasher. I'd like in-unit laundry. I'd like a 1-bedroom. I started to feel like I was running out of space. And anyways, but it worked out perfectly for me. And I don't know. I mean, now I'm feeling a little sad about it. Maybe I should have cleaned this before I started. Whatever. Yeah, this will take a couple coats, but I don't even think you can fully see. I definitely poured in too much paint. I don't know. I'm very excited for what's to come next, but moving, it always is a time that makes you think about it. And yesterday was like, I thought I had been preparing well for my move. Like, I've been packing for a month, and still, when the movers came yesterday, not all of my stuff fit into the U-box. And so it's kind of been a scramble today. I don't know, when there's a big change happening, and granted, it's just me figuring all of this out by myself. I know my last video, I was really talking about how lonely I've been, and there were some times yesterday when I was dealing with the movers and packing everything up and kind of deciding what to do with everything. And then when the movers left and I was like left with this empty apartment, but like some of my stuff was gone, but some of my stuff was here. And I didn't really have anyone to lean on, I didn't feel like talking to my sister. And I did call my mom, but I love my mom, but she's not, I don't necessarily feel better after talking to her. I will say that. I'm trying to think if there's been any like major updates since I last posted that pretty emotional video, which thank you for all the sweet comments. Thank you and hello to the new subscribers. I'm happy to have you part of my little community. One thing I will say, the best show to watch while packing, Survivor. Because the energy, like, I used to fall asleep watching TV a lot, and I could never fall asleep watching Survivor because like the music is like dun dun ooh ah, and there's all these challenges, and it's like keep going, and everyone's like ah, and then there's secrecy, and I'm obsessed with Survivor. But it's constantly like go go go, and like they're tired, they're hungry, and I get tired from moving. Like this past week, I was getting up earlier and packing and working, and then I would go and like do a workout. I'd come back, and then I just have to keep packing. Most nights I didn't go to bed until like midnight, and I'd wake up at like 7 and just keep going and keep going and going. So watch Survivor next time you have to move and have to pack. It will keep you up and keep you going, because you gotta dig deep. Yeah, this might be a weird little vlog. I have been so focused on everything that I've needed to get done for moving and for this trip that I haven't had time to really think of how to structure vlogs. So I imagine this is going to be kind of cobbled together of just random clips of the stages of my moves. But again, I made a commitment to myself that my YouTube channel is something that I will consistently do, whether that's every week, whether that's every 2 weeks, whether that is now, I haven't posted in like 3 weeks at this point. I'm always going to come back, or at least that's my goal. And especially now that I'm traveling this summer, it's going to be more sporadic, but I've packed my camera, I've packed a lot of supplies to make sure that I stay committed to this. I don't know. if you remember, or if I even talked about where exactly that I'm going. But so I'm leaving Chicago and I'm headed to Tucson for a week to essentially drop off my cat with my mom and my sister there. And also because I have this weird gap between needing to move out of my apartment tomorrow and then when I go leave for the cruise next Thursday. So it just made sense to go to Tucson. And then I will be flying to France to get on a Mediterranean cruise, my first cruise. We'll see how that goes. And then I'll spend a week in Greece and then back to France, where I will work because I feel like I did mention it before. My job is allowing me to work in France for 6 weeks. So I said, hell yes, I'm bored as fuck in Chicago. I need a big old change in my life. So, nous allons. Is that we going? I think that translates to we going. My French has gotten better. Will I be able to cobble together sentences? Maybe. Will the French be patient enough for me to cobble together sentences? We'll see. I don't know what see is. What is see? To see. I don't know. I haven't been, Duo has been pounding at my door and I haven't answered because I've been moving, back and back, moving, back, moving. Oh yeah, another thing. Once my trip in France is done, I don't know what I'm doing. Will I come back to Chicago? I mean, that's where my stuff is stored. That's where my job is. But I don't know. This past year has not been, I don't know. I'm hoping I am open. I am open to wherever this journey takes me. I will say that. I am open. Oh. I'll have to do another coat, but I'm going to take a break. And here I am, my final morning, my final moments in my apartment before I leave. Oh, wow. Thanks, guys. See ya.